We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today it's week 3 and we've got a good one in store as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. Unable to corral him, he fights through. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Carry here for Robinson, and he'll get this to the 32. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's about what you consider the break-even mark. If you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course. A pretty nice effort.
Here's Vick. His throw is going to be incomplete.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. To throw, Vick. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Falcons at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
A strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. Back to Robinson now on first down. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. Vick goes play action. Caught out left side by Robinson. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. They come into this one 9th in the NFL against the run.
I jotted down in my notes in prepping for this game that this is definitely an area we got to keep an eye on, because you're talking about where they rank in stopping the run. Well, how about what they're facing? This unit loves to run the football, and they rank highly in the league in getting it done.
Yeah, power against power. Something's got to give. 3rd and short yardage, Vick. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Throwing, Vick. Steps away to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
And down here, first and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, second and goal. Robinson will score. Touchdown Atlanta. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal. They've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Now a first down throw, Warner. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Here's second and 10. Warner from the gun. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. It'll be Warner on first down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Now a second and 10. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. To throw on second down, Warner. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
In motion, the tight end, Kelce. On first and 10, Warner. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Well, they said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Gets around him, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
Warner to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Robinson with another carry. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. To the right side, here's Moore. And now off to the races, down the right side. He may go. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there. 67 yards. And the Falcons are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Now with that, they could elect to take the ball at the 1 if they wanted.
Yeah, exactly right. They have options here. If they decide now to go for 2 after the penalty, the ball doesn't go to the 2-yard line as normal. They get the penalty, so that's half the distance. You put it at the 1. But if they decided they wanted to kick, They would just move the ball from the 15 to the 10, and they would kick it there.
So what can Vic do here as he'll lead his guys up to go for the two-point conversion? They'll let Robinson try and run. And he will not get there as the try for two is unsuccessful. And they will remain down by a point. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now Warner. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And now they'll shift things around. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
To throw, Warner. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's a really good job in execution. They avoided the flag downfield and avoided giving up yardage for free. Really good coverage.
Here's Warner. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Look at the big man rumble. Touchdown, Vikings. Travis Kelce, 58 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
It's the gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd and 1, here's Vic. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
This is fielded at the 27. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
Do not kick it to 22.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave it with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Warner. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Anytime the ball is thrown in the middle of the field and popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now they'll audible to something else. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Warner. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 17 yards, 1st down, Vikings.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
On 2nd down, Warner. this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one covers 29 yards, first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. A gain of 3, second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. Looking to throw. Warner. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. Equanimous St. Brown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Now they'll try and set up the quarterback draw here. Taking it right down Broadway. Inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. It's their quarterback with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Falcons get a bit closer. Well, plays like that make the O coordinator look like a genius, but I don't think he saw that play going that well.
No, I don't think so either. But, boy, it all worked out perfectly. They caught them in the right defense. Guys dropping off into coverage, their eyes averted somewhere else. And guess what? He filled the void with his legs.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And this is back to an 8-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Out of the gun, here's Warner. Throwing left side, it's complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Point after, right down the middle, and the lead is up to 15 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. On play action, Vick. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On third down, Vick. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. This will be the final play of the half. Vick, flush to his right. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Looking to throw on second down. Warner. Rush coming, and he's taken down. A well-designed corner hits the Gibson for a loss of 8 yards. How about that? The defense's first sack. It doesn't come from one of the usual suspects up front. It comes from the secondary.
Yeah, I think they caught the quarterback off guard a little bit because he wasn't able to account for the possibility of that blitz and change the blocking assignments. He comes through and puts him on the ground.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So third down, and the Falcons going with a dime, 6 defensive backs. Back to throw. Warner. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Throwing on first down. Warner. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Looking to throw. Warner. It's Kelsey on the ground. A big play there for Minnesota. 43 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll look to throw again. Touchdown! Travis Kelsey, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll get this quickly out to Claypool. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
A 1st down throw coming for Vick. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Brings up 2nd and 13 at the 46-yard line.
Now a 2nd down throw for Vick. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now here's Vick. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Vick now. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. You get the 4th down conversion, and then you look up and you see a flag.
I'm just holding my head in my hands right now because I know the head coach is doing exactly the same thing. It all went into getting it on 4th down, and that gets wiped out.
Vick will look to throw on 1st down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts, 33 yards. And the Falcons are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for 2. They'll let Robinson try and run. And he is going to get in there for the 2 points to make this a 12-point game. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen, steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
To throw on second down, Warner. He finds his man, complete. That's Moss. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a first down. Now a quick throw into the hands of Jefferson. And they're going to speed things up here. Here's a handoff out of the gun. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty win because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Vikings on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Warner from the gun. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss.
Touchdown, Falcons! Kyle Pitts, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Well, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
They'll let Robinson try and run. And he'll get in as they're back within his score now. The lead's down to 7. The penalty got him half the distance to go down to 1. Made that try a little easier.
Yeah, without a doubt. It opens up your playbook, doesn't it? From the 1-yard line, run, pass, do whatever you want there. And they did it successfully.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And now an audible here into something else. Right back to him on first down. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
First down, they'll go to the ground attack. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
2nd and 6. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. At this stage of the game, where the score where it is, the key here is to stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack. His way open and completing the connection.
Now Warner. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Vikings are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. A 15-point game now. You make the extra point, and that means on the other side you need 2 touchdowns and 2 two-point conversions. That's a pretty tall order here in the 4th quarter.
Agreed, because they really needed to come up with a stop there, and even if it was just to hold them to a field goal. Now they need to pull out the lucky horseshoe because they've got to get an onside kick, and we've seen nowadays those are incredibly difficult to come by.
Yeah, not to mention they got to get the touchdown and a 2-point conversion first. They'll try and throw for it. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now, meanwhile, the throw by Vick incomplete. It was knocked away.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
From the shotgun, it's Vick. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Now a 1st down throw. Warner Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 18 yards the gain for number 18. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? At this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Another shot from the one on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 24.
Vikings 60, Falcons 36. Matthew Wright set to kick off.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. This 2nd and 4. Quick throw. It's Mayer. Past the 20. And he's going to get this all the way down to the 2 before he's wrestled out. A huge play there on the screen pass. 46 yards. Here's Vick throwing in a hurry to the flat. Touchdown! A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons are able to cut into that deficit. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
They'll look to throw. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game.
Falcons 44.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
Now Warner. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will have a Viking first down, and that should be the one that gets him to the finish line. It's a gain of 15, and that ought to just about put an end to this one. Now they'll change things up. It'll be Warner on first down. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. They'll come up first and 10 here. So here's Vic following the interception. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Vic on second down. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical third down here. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. But with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Vikings, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they'll fall to 1-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Falcons.